Campus Rape Culture, Identity and Myths. Hello, so this is a segment that I'm going to try to do more often this year called True Crime Tuesday, where I talk about a book that some way relates to crime and is nonfiction. So, Campus Rape Culture, Identity and Myth. This talks about sexual assaults that happen a lot on campus. For those of you who do not know, I actually what drove me to get my master's degree was largely the work I was doing in countering human trafficking. And I'm a pure sort of investigator, researcher type guy, unlike a lot of people who are in this for human rights. I've always been a little bit cold and whatnot about the actual victims of human trafficking, not really caring more about that, rather caring more so about my field craft and my trade craft skills. So I thought to myself, okay, let's take a look at this. And what I liked about this is, so we understand societal attitudes and how they change over time, I should say. There's a thing called the Illinois rape myth. I can't think of what the last word is. Illinois rape myth acceptance. And that sort of gauges social attitudes and stuff like this. So this is actually a very good research methodology book. I'm going to send a link to one of my professors. You get these nice, good breakdowns, and this reminds me so much of my intelligence design class. This book is really good when it gets to the qualitative and the empirical. Now, there is, of course, because the person is a PhD in criminology is a social science, you are going to get a lot of opinion and a lot of rhetoric in this book, a fair amount. Now, one thing that I do have to criticize about this book, and I have a couple theories as to how this happened. This book is chock full of grammatic errors. And I think what possibly happened is this was maybe written as, the chapters were written as separate papers, and it's kind of more or less copied and pasted in. I actually tried doing that once. It did not go well. Or maybe there was some AI generation going on. This was published in 2022, which means the data was collected as COVID was reaching its height. So it probably did not go through a very rigorous, I guess what you would probably call editorial process. But other than that, this is, like I said, hard research read. When I say, hard, I'm not talking about difficult to understand. I'm just talking about definitely more so the science aspect of crime and its various motivations. And there's a lot of really good insight in here.